shade of connoisseur and parsley, sage, rosemary. Thyme and just a touch of salt and mix it up. Rare pear, cut, ice cube, pear, heat, boiled, poached, summer saute, cheer, whisk beans. Do a fried roast, toast, baked, chilled, serve raw, microwave, reheat. If your mouth is watering, 6:30 p.m. on the first Thursday of each and every month, the Very Funny Podcast is what you're looking after. And Chef Felix with comedian co-host Bonnie Scalisi, Levittown Governor's Comedy Club. It's a recipe for laughter. Live from the world-renowned Comedy Club in Levittown Studios, Gov's Comedy Club Podcast, a monthly podcast on the first Thursday of every month with Chef Felix and comedian co-host Bonnie Scalisi. It's a recipe for laughter.
Everyone, and welcome to Recipe for Laughter.
Welcome.
You're probably noticing that missing in this seat is my co-host Felix, but he is up on the Zoom and he's joining us on camera. So hi, Felix.
Let me see.
Hi,
Hello.
Felix.
How are you?
Hi, Felix. There he is.
Felix, good evening.
Okay, and Felix's birthday is actually coming up on June 13th. So our theme is going to be birthdays. Yay! And
yes, that's right.
And we have a lot of, I'm sure everybody has some really interesting, fun memories to share about birthdays. So,
Can you guys see me?
No, I don't. Not yet.
Oh, okay, there you go. All right.
But we will see you soon. Okay. Yeah, we will see you soon.
He's there.
He's there. Okay. All right. So anyway, if everyone doesn't mind, I'll go first because I have a recent birthday story. On Saturday, I was privileged to go to Rudy Giuliani's 84th birthday, and oh my God, it was amazing, and it was extra special because he was very ill. He had pneumonia, and he actually was given last rites by a priest, and he told us about a dream he had that he was walking up the steps to St. Peter, and a friend who he knew who had passed away 5 years ago told him, it's not your time, turn around, go back. And then he looked down and he saw his family like around him. So basically a near-death experience. Mm-hmm. So to go from that to being able to get on a plane and from Florida and come all the way to Ronkonkoma, it was just unbelievable.
He lives in Florida now?
He lives in Florida now, yes.
Oh,
yes.
wow, okay.
So Felix, since you're the real birthday boy, you want to go next?
You know what? Let me go last.
Okay, Felix.
If I go around, I'll go last.
All right, by the way, it would be helpful if I introduced my guests. I'm so sorry. So let's start off with that. We have the amazing George Gallo.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Concetta Coppolla.
Hi, everybody.
And we have L-Man. I can't wait to hear L-Man's story. That's going to be a good one.
All our stories.
Okay, so who wants to tell a birthday story first?
I just found out
Don't everybody come in at once.
I just found out the topic today, so it's kind of short notice, but I guess I'll go first. Let me put these on so I can
Hi, Ann Rothy. How are you? Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, when I was a kid, I was like a real brat, and I was impatient. I couldn't wait, for my birthday to get my gifts. So, my mother, she would buy them, in advance. I would do this for Christmas, too. I would snoop around the house, and I would find them, and I would open them and use them, and then rewrap them. And one time...
Did you do that for Christmas, too?
I did that for Christmas, too.
Oh, man.
And one time I got a beautiful pair. I was asking for this beautiful pair of boots, okay? And I found it all wrapped up, and I saw the shape of the box. I'm like, I know what that is. And I unwrapped it, and I'm like, yep, boots. And I wore the boots, and I put them back in the box, rewrapped them. But then they got me, okay? They were on to me. They knew what I was doing. So, one Christmas, I wanted something for Christmas specifically, and I was looking, I did my unwrapping of the gifts thing, and it wasn't there. I couldn't find it. So on Christmas morning, I unwrapped all my gifts, and it wasn't there. And
Because you were a bad girl.
yeah, and I'm like, isn't there anything else? Isn't there
And that's what you
anything?
get for snooping.
And they're like, no, no. My mother's like, no, 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 that's it. You know, you spoiled brat. How much you want? I'm like, are you sure there's not like one more thing you forgot to put out? But she had it. She just didn't put it out because she wanted to teach me a lesson.
But, and did she? Did you do it next time?
Did I learn the lesson?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. And no, then she stopped. She didn't do that anymore.
How old were you?
I don't know, 19?
19.
19.
I'm
Pretty
joking.
old to be doing that.
I'm joking. No, I was no, but I was close to that. Maybe I was like 17. I would probably still do it
Whoa.
because I'm still like a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I bought some things, that remind me of birthdays, which, cupcakes. And there's a story behind the cake pops. I found cake pops, and George Gallo used to do videos where he
sometimes.
would take the cake pop and use it as a microphone.
Oh.
How long ago has it been since you've done that?
Oh, maybe like a year.
Oh, so
keep doing
it's,
it.
Yeah.
You
No.
should do it now.
Yeah,
Now-
I do.
now
I do.
what- Can I
do-
ask you a
Audience will
very
like it.
important question? Why a cake pop and not a munchkin?
Well, the cake pop resembles.
A microphone. It has a stick.
Well,
I- yeah.
Oh, it's more rounder.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
it was a makeshift thing. There was some other guys that I saw at the, what's the name of that King's March? No King's
The no-
March.
oh, you
in
went
the
to
city.
that?
Yeah, I
Oh, wow.
did some stuff in that. And some guy, one of those conservative guys, was kind of like interviewing me with a makeshift mic, and I'm like, dude, that's my shtick. Too little, too late, bro. And he's being funny and stuff. It was cute. But my thing is, I use the cake pops because the real reason I would interview people at car accidents back in 2010,
That's funny.
2011, 12.
Car
So I think the first one started when somebody hit a wall in Queens, and I said, I need a microphone to interview these people. And then I would always just run to a Starbucks because they're everywhere. And then I would just
Especially in the
grab
city.
it. Yeah, so I would just do that, and I would interview people at car accidents, and then it was so easy to get a cake pop. It took seconds, and I would just use it.
Expensive, though.
And plus, I think news reporters are shitheads, so I don't
Oh.
really care about news reporters too much. And then I would start doing a lot of my reports, my stories, and I'd see actual news reporters showing up to my stories, and I'd be like, dude, I did it already. What are you doing here? There's no reason for it, And then another guy from 1010 Wins, John Montone, caught up to me. And he's like, so how come you don't like 1010 Wins? And I said, I like 1010 Wins. It is. I go, you give us 22 minutes, we'll give you an ulcer. and the news is always bad. It's just terrible stuff. I still listen to it to this day.
Yeah.
And
Cake pops get
Thomas
expensive.
is like, why do you listen to this 1010 Wins on AM? And I said, because it's just news. I don't have time to sit down and look at the internet. I can't even see my phone. I don't even look at it anymore. That's why I don't even put anything up. I don't look at any posts. I don't look at anything because it's like all blurry.
Oh,
And
no.
I can't be doing this all the time. It's just it's not me. So, but the cake pop works, and it's neat to see them here. So I could buy them from, where'd you get this from?
I got those from Aldi's.
Oh.
Oh, okay. It's probably a lot
And
less
there's
expensive than
different- and there's
Starbucks.
different
Yes,
flavors,
definitely.
too.
Yeah,
I've never
I
eaten
never
a
eat
cake
them.
pop.
I never eat them.
Well,
I just
after you're sticking them in people's faces, I don't
Yeah,
think
there's
you
like-
want
You have
to
to
eat
host
them.
this-
spit all over them.
Yeah, antibodies.
Yeah. So, Elman,
Yeah.
what's your story?
Oh man!
Well, when you think about birthdays, let me just ask. Let me throw it back to you for a second. Do any of you remember the day you were born? You remember your birthday?
No, we were too little.
Exactly. Why are we celebrating things that we can't even remember? Like, if we're gonna celebrate things that we can't even remember, I think we celebrate Garbage Day, because Garbage Day we have a meeting. Think about it. You forget a birthday, the world doesn't stop. You forget Garbage Day, New York City's done. You lose one garbage day.
true.
I say we forget all the birthdays, last birthdays, more celebrating the garbage men and the garbage days and things we actually. I don't remember taking out the garbage last week, so if we're gonna celebrate things we don't remember, let's at least have a meaning to it. Garbage men. Shout out to the garbage men.
I agree with
That's what I have
that.
to
I
say.
agree with that. But the Chinese for birthdays, what they do is they give presents to other people on their birthday,
I like
Oh.
that.
which is
Maybe throw out their trash. Maybe you celebrate Garbage Day with the birthday in China. Give your trash to someone else. One's
love
trash
that.
is another's. You know what I'm saying?
I love that.
Well, in Italy, they have name day. So I celebrate 2 days a year. If you're named like after a saint or like a certain person, important person, then that's called your name day.
Name
So
day.
mine is, I think, December 9th, the Immaculate Conception.
Is on the 8th.
Oh, okay, the 8th.
Is the Immaculate Conception when the Mary
May
was
8th.
born?
Yeah.
Conceived Jesus
Conceived.
Oh,
Christ.
conceived.
Jesus.
Okay,
Yeah.
whoops.
Yeah, that's okay. You're Jewish. That's okay.
I knew, I've heard of it, so I knew it's very important.
It's good to know. It's a learning
It's a big
experience.
day, December 9th.
Yeah. So my mom's name is Immaculata, and I'm Concetta. So yeah, we celebrate. She
Wait,
gets
so when's your birthday?
April 3rd.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we exchange gifts on that day,
Interesting.
and we celebrate.
That's nice. I love that.
Yeah.
All
I
right,
get
Felix,
an
you
extra gift.
you waited so patiently, and I want to say hi to my boyfriend who's listening in. Hi,
Oh.
hi, Michael.
Hi,
Michael.
Michael.
So, Felix, what's your birthday story?
Well, before I start, being Ann Rothney is watching, I had asked her if she wanted one of my paintings.
Oh.
So I'm giving her this one. This is the one that she liked. I don't know if you could see that. Can you see that? Let's see.
I see nothing.
You see nothing. All right, let's see. Let's
I
go
like
right
the logo behind your head, though. It's,
You
it's
like
the
that?
governor's
Oh
logo.
wow.
That's
Yeah.
very
course.
cool.
Represent.
Can you see it? I don't know.
No, hold it in front of your face.
Put it in front
Then
of
we'll
your
see it.
face.
In front of my face.
Yes, for a couple of
Yeah,
seconds.
Oh, it's
Can
green.
you see it?
It's
No.
green, right? It's
Well, we see govs.com.
That's his best look.
Wait, let me take the screen out. If I
Yeah, I
can.
think you have to back up or.
Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah, Felix has taken up painting,
I think it needs
and
to.
it's very,
Yes.
it's a
Get
very
some lessons.
relaxing
He
thing
got
to
me.
do,
He painted
unlike
me a
watching the
picture.
news, which gets you all
How can I
riled
do
up.
this? How do I get rid of this screen here? I don't know.
I don't know.
Felix, don't even worry about that. You know
All right,
what?
well, you know what?
Send me a text with the painting, and I'll show it.
Oh, that's a
All
good
right,
idea.
no
There
problem.
we go.
Thank you, Tony.
Let's do that. Okay.
So, do you have a birthday story?
Yes, I do. I have two actually. My 20th birthday, I guess, was really the last birthday I ever really kind of celebrated because my father passed away after about a month or about a year after that. My father passed away, and what happened was I was not that I was depressed, but I was. When you're 20, it's like that's it. You're not a teenager anymore, you know, and so I was a little depressed, and my father saw I was depressed, and I was over at my friend's house, and yeah, I just sent it now. I was over at one of my friend's houses, and he said, they took me out and everything, and then when I got back to my house, I went in my backyard, and there was a big party. All my relatives were there, and my father was there, barbecuing, and he said, "Happy birthday, son. You're 20 now." And that was like the best birthday I ever had because I was with all my relatives and my friends and everything,
I
and
love
my
that.
father. And my
Yeah.
father also.
Oh.
That was the last birthday I had with my father. So I don't mean for anyone to get teary-eyed or anything like that, but it was like probably the best birthday I had. And the second best was, Bonnie, I don't know if you were there. I don't think you were. But when I had the show, Let's Eat LI, I don't know if Tony remembers, you guys bought me a cake and everything, and I had it on the set. So I thought that was pretty cool,
That's very nice. That's very nice.
That's it.
So,
Very
so
sweet.
some of us have children, and again, birthdays a lot of times are for kids. So I have a couple of funny stories about my daughter. We had a birthday party for her at laser tag, and my ex-husband brought his friend who was a police officer, and there's all girls, and the teams weren't even. So the police officer went on the other team, not my daughter's team, and basically destroyed them in laser tag.
That's funny.
And she was so pissed, and she was crying on her birthday. And I was like, I said to my ex-husband, like, these are 12-year-old girls. He couldn't hold back a little bit. He had to shoot everything in sight. But I thought that was,
Maybe that's
in
like,
retrospect, it's kind of funny. It wasn't funny at the time, but
They started to defund the police movement after that.
exactly,
I
man.
don't know. Maybe that's where you come in. You're a reaction to your child.
There's the painting.
Oh,
There's
there we
the
go.
painting. It's
Oh.
a vase. It's very nice.
Very
Felix.
pretty.
That's nice.
So
Yeah,
so
that's for Anne. We're gonna send it to her. As soon as I get a frame for it, I'll be sending it out to her where she is.
that's very nice. So Elman, when was Elman conceived?
84. Yeah, 84.
1984.
Kind of before the world went to shit. We had like 20 years that were good. And now we're going to figure it out the rest of the time. I don't know what's going on these days, The ways to success, it's all changed. You used to go to college, you get a degree. Now everyone wants to be an influencer, an OnlyFans. I got 7 girlfriends. I got 2 of them want to go on OnlyFans. I send them money every month just to make sure that they don't do it. I don't know. Yeah. I don't remember the day. That's why I celebrate Garbage Day. I don't remember the day I was conceived. It's a long time ago. I don't know. Birthdays aren't a really big thing for me. I'm actually kind of I think we see all these people focusing on cakes. People post their cakes on Facebook and they have these parties and they stare at the cake.
Birthday week, birthday month.
I think we got to, stare at Jesus more than we stare at birthday cakes. Because birthday cakes are diabetes and cancer, obesity, insecurity, and cellulite, and the
Yum.
end of marriages. I'm sure a lot of marriages ended because, women and men are eating too much cake, and then they can't get it up. So if you want your marriage to stay around, maybe you don't celebrate a birthday, maybe celebrate the garbage day.
I love that. I think let's start a new movement where birthdays are banned and we celebrate garbage
See?
instead.
Yeah, if you want to keep your
well,
marriage, you
Jehovah
want to stay away from
Witnesses
cakes.
don't celebrate birthdays.
Yes.
That's true.
Actually-
That's true.
In
So-
ancient times, the Christian churches actually banned birthday parties
Really?
and birthdays. Yeah, because they thought it was a pagan ritual or something like that.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Just like Halloween, right?
All right.
Yeah,
I
I,
didn't
guess
know
so.
birthdays too. You're just a
Similar to
wealth
that.
of knowledge, Felix. You know
Who,
everything.
me? I got more information on birthdays, but you
And
guys
he-
go ahead.
And you also have everybody who is here who gave their birthday, what celebrity they share their birthday with,
Oh, yeah.
which means
That's
their
correct.
parents got knocked up at the same time.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
and
That's
we're
what-
going to start off with you, Bonnie, because you have quite a list of people.
I know one of them, which I think is ironic. And
Right.
So it's good.
I do
forgot
think that's
mine.
ironic too. But on March 14th, the following famous people were born on the same day as you. Albert Einstein. How's that?
That's hilarious.
Bonnie,
That's the one I know
Bonnie,
about.
Do you know how to split atoms or anything like that? I don't know.
No, I
No?
have nothing in common with Albert Einstein. But
might.
what's really interesting about Einstein is they thought he was retarded as a kid or special needs.
Oh,
because-
you have stuff in
Right.
common with him? No. I'm joking.
out.
I'm kidding.
No,
Then
that was
you
a
have,
good one.
Yell at me.
You have Quincy Jones. You know,
Quincy Jones, I know that name.
Oh,
but
I know
don't-
him.
Michael
He's a
Jackson.
he
singer.
was a
right?
what would you call him, Tony? Like a music arranger or something?
Yeah, producer, songwriter. Yep.
Yeah, Michael
Right.
Jackson.
He married.
Right. He produced
Peggy
Thriller.
Lipton.
Right.
Yeah, he married
Correct.
Peggy
Off
Lipton
the wall,
from
I call it
Mod
the trilogy.
Squad.
Off the Wall, Thriller, and Bad. That was the end of that.
Right.
Yeah. Off
And
the wall,
We
I
Are
thought
the
was best
World,
one.
right? We Are the World. He did.
Yes.
That's right. And he married Peggy Lipton from the Mod Squad.
Oh,
If you remember that show, Michael Caine is born on
oh,
your
the guy
day.
from Body Snatchers?
No, Michael Caine, the
That's
actor.
Donald-
Bonnie, you really
Donald
don't know who Michael Caine is?
Sutherland.
That's Donald Sutherland, right?
Yes.
Who's Michael
Michael
Caine?
Caine.
Sutherland.
From Zoo. You know, he did a ton of movies, right, Tony? Michael Caine is like a god. amongst
Yeah, you
Hollywood.
name it. Yeah, he's been.
Well,
in
name one movie.
Right.
Most
The
recently,
Batman.
Batman. Right.
Batman?
Dark Knight with
Batman.
Christian Bale.
Oh, did he?
Yes.
Did
Yeah,
He was Alfred.
Did he play?
was
Oh,
Alfred.
Alfred.
I was gonna say
okay,
he was
I know who he
Arnold.
is. That's cool. I didn't
Alfred.
know that. Thank you,
And then-
Felix.
I just want to say that each one of us that
I'm like your.
looked up
I'm
the
like
birthdays.
your butler.
Right. So each one of us, like Connie and you and me, we all have a comedian.
Who's Connie?
He keeps calling you Concetta Connie.
Concetta, I'm sorry. Connie, excuse me.
Tell my mother on you, Felix.
I know. I'm
There's
sorry.
no
Well,
Connie Day.
Garbage
Yeah.
day.
I'm not getting it
Italian, you got to say the whole name, even if it hurts.
Yeah.
But Bonnie also has Billy Crystal. was born
Ooh.
on
Really? I
her
didn't
day.
know that.
Yes, Billy Crystal.
He's a nice person.
Seems like
And
it.
Concetta actually has a lot of good people.
I know. I saw
Concetta,
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy,
Wow.
I see the resemblance.
Alec Baldwin,
Alec Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin. Yep.
Marlon Brando,
Oh,
Yes.
Mm.
He saved my uncle's life.
Doris Day,
Yep.
Sarah, Adam Scott. You know who Adam Scott is, right?
I do not.
Neither do
You
I.
don't know Adam Scott?
No.
No.
Tony, you know Adam Scott?
Come on, of course.
Who's Adam
Of course.
Scott?
Yeah, he was on, I think he
Scott
was on
Adams.
SNL, and he's been in some good movies actually. And who's the other one? Jane Goodall.
I've heard of her.
She's the ape lady.
Oh, the one that
She-
played Zira?
No.
no, Bonnie, not
She,
really.
Boy, am I losing it.
she went in the
She did
jungles and
studies on
Yeah,
apes.
gorillas.
She's
hung out with the
famous.
gorillas
Yeah. Jane Goodall. I have
in Harlem.
Tim Allen.
Oh.
Oh, Tim Allen. I know Tim
Yeah.
Allen. He's
Ali Sheedy
I remember her.
and Captain America Chris Evans.
cool.
Me and him are kind of similar in a lot of ways, you know. And then I'm going to say this name, and I know Bonnie's not even going to know who the actor is. Ready?
Yeah.
Stellan Skarsgård.
Nope, have no idea.
You guys don't know who that is?
The last name sounds familiar.
You ever see Good Will Hunting?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
The teacher. The teacher that discovered
Oh,
Good Will
okay.
Hunting.
Yeah,
That's
Oh.
it. And the Olsen twins. You guys know the Olsen
Oh,
twins?
yeah, I love the
Yes.
Olsen twins.
Of course you would know that. Yes, that's who I have.
Very cool.
You
What
like
about,
that
what about
one?
George? Do George now.
Yeah, do George.
Elton John and Kim Kardashian.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
What's
That's
that?
pretty good.
Yeah, that's all I got, and that's all I care about. I don't
Those
care
are
about
good
anybody
ones.
else.
Good ones.
Only the big names.
Actually, I've dated girls on my birthday, and they're psychotic.
Oh, I
When's
want to
your
hear about
birthday?
that.
Well, actually, I kind of glazed past the question before because we were talking about cake pops. So sorry about that. The one of the stupid birthday things, I was also looking for gifts that I shouldn't have been looking for. So I was kind of like looking in the closet. And
I'm not the only one.
yeah, I'm not the only. Definitely not. I want to know what I was getting. You know, I might have been about 12 or 11 years old, and I remember ripping apart a bag a little bit, and I saw like the end of the word "wear," which I thought was war. And
Underwear?
No, it was Corningware, and I thought it had something to do with like Star Wars or something. So I'm like, I'm getting something called Corningware.
Oh my god.
And it wasn't even for me. It was like my mother's shit. And then I went in there, I took a look, and then all of a sudden I'm like, wait, what? Finally, gift day came, and I'm like, where's that Corningware thing? And I never got it. I was like, well, that was anticlimactic. But then talk about some of the crazies. They were born on my birthday. They were just insane.
When's your birthday?
October 21st.
21st, okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
And that was, I like the number. The number 1021 is just a good looking configuration of numbers, I thought. But I don't even want to get into them. It was just, listen, that's its own episode. The crazies that I've dated. Just too many crazies.
They have anything in
So-
common?
My ex-wife would go, maybe you made them crazy.
Or maybe they have something in common.
Yeah,
Maybe-
who's the
What's that?
common
maybe they all have something in
denominator?
common.
Who's the common denominator? Women.
Or maybe is there a type? Maybe
The
like they're a
crazy
type
women.
of crazy, you know, because they say like, you know,
I don't know. I'm not the one dressed like a guy right now, and I'm a woman. So you tell me.
you look like you're dressed like a guy. What do you mean?
When you say the crazy,
I
You're the
feel
one
like
who-
I'm
you're the
looking
one
at
who
a
likes
Muppet
cake
from
pops.
Team America right now. Is this
Listen,
shit's for real?
listen, this is
why,
the-
why? How come whenever we do a podcast, you got some crazy shit on? A guy with a box on his head. This guy over here with caterpillars on his face. Does this shit ever end?
You know what? I find it
What's
very
the
ironic.
next one? You're gonna dig up Otto and George? I mean, like that's the next shit to happen.
Very ironic. The guy who has the same birthday as Elton John and likes cake pops in his face is saying that I'm the one
It's
dressed like a
weaving
man.
in and out of sounding like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Did you notice that? It's
didn't like birthdays
yeah,
either.
we're not.
He's like birthdays.
I don't want to
either.
break your balls, young lady. I'm just saying.
You could try.
You can try.
No, what I think is funny is I did not tell George anything. He was.
I didn't even look at anything.
he
I
was on
couldn't
a-
even see
he
it.
was
I
on
was-
a different podcast last week. I didn't say anything, and he
Yeah, you
came in.
blindsided me again.
He looked like he was in shock for the whole first segment. He was like, "What the hell am I on?" It was pretty funny.
Give us a recap. What happened? What happened?
That was that. My boyfriend has a box over his head.
I knew it.
And plays a Patriot box. So I'm used to it by now. To me, it's not anything abnormal. So, but I forget that it's really weird to people who haven't seen it yet. So George came in like right as we were going on air.
You know, I really keep my mouth shut on your shows. By the way, I you know what?
I don't care. It's
I
fine.
have been keeping my mouth quiet. That's why.
I've been.
You know what it
trying
is?
too,
I don't.
but
I
George,
have.
We don't have it in us.
I really just. I've got nothing good to say, and I want to break everyone's balls, and I don't want to do it because I know
Sorry.
Concetta's a nice girl. Bonnie's
take
a
it.
wonderful. I just, there's just so much
Listen,
shit
it's gonna
to
make you
say
feel
and
better.
talk about.
Listen, hurt people. If that's the type of guy you are, go ahead. You know, like,
deep now.
get it out on us. It's
That's
fine.
funny.
This one's interesting. I gotta say.
So wait,
Gotta go
Steven, Michael had a patriotic box on his head.
He has it every episode.
Reminds me of, I don't know, you know SNL, my dick in a box?
No,
I don't watch
it
SNL.
reminded me
Only
of
the old ones.
it
No,
reminded
that's
me of
a
the
thing.
unknown comic when I came in. I didn't know who it was. And now wait a second. So what's the reason for the box on the head? Now that I think, what's the reason for the box on the head?
Well,
Because now you just told everyone
all
who
right,
it is.
Yeah, you just blew his cover box.
Yeah, now he's like going to go to work and they're going to beat the
Okay,
shit out of
Is
him.
this guy still gonna cook you
We're
a
not allowed to
steak
say bad
after
words.
this?
So I want to thank
I don't know,
I
ask
want to
Tony.
thank L-Man because L-Man said to me at a point where I was very unhappy doing a podcast in a different setting. She goes, "Do you have a phone?" Do you remember that night?
I remember.
And I was like, "Wow, I do have a phone." And I started doing a podcast from my kitchen with Joe Curry,
I'll see. There you
my
go.
boyfriend, who didn't want to be on camera. So we had a book of him of Steven Spielberg because he looks like Steven Spielberg. The comics used to call him Steven Spielberg. So whenever he talked, I panned to the book. So we went to a different venue, which picked us up, and to our we were thrilled. And Michael's like, "I don't want to be on camera."
Respect.
And they're like, "He has to be on camera." So we're like, "Well, okay, we can't use the book." So he thought of the box. And then Joe Curry was like, "But a box on your head doesn't go with the theme." So then I was like, "Paint the box like a flag." So he painted it like a flag. We all agreed, and Patriot Box was born. And it's Patriot Box's birthday.
I knew it.
So
Oh,
that's
fuck that.
that's the answer to that.
Isn't there a Patriot Day?
I don't know.
That
I don't
sounds-
know. I think
sounds
they-
familiar.
I think like Memorial Day and some of the other days are pretty much patriotic. We got the 4th of July is like
Oh yes, of course. Yeah, Memorial
it's very
Day. and-
patriotic.
yeah,
So
4th of
there
July.
you go.
It's on a Saturday this year. What's everybody doing?
Yeah, that's right. No Monday off, right? You don't get the Monday off for that. I think, right?
You don't get the Monday off?
I would
I'm
imagine
retired.
Friday.
I don't know.
Is it Friday, Felix? I'm trying to.
It's a Saturday. this
No, I
year.
mean get the day off. Yeah, usually they get a.
So it's America's 250th birthday.
Right.
250, yeah, years.
The
Does
good old
anyone
days.
remember the bicentennial?
Oh yeah, sure.
I do. That was
Yes, I guess we're all-
1976.
Yes.
Yeah, I was a baby.
1976.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yes.
I'm not going to give away my age, but yeah, I was little. I was very little.
much
Yeah,
you weigh?
and-
Didn't they have the ships going by?
Yes, in New York Harbor, in the Hudson. Yeah.
Such a different time. It was a wonderful time.
That's when people were proud to be Americans.
There was such a mix of the culture now. There's such a mix of. It's a mess right now. It's a mess.
Yeah. Well.
Mess. You know why it's a mess? Because of this piece of garbage.
Yeah,
That's why
you're
everything's a
right.
mess. Look, I see a fight. Film it. Like this is
Right.
all
Don't
kinds
help
of
people. Just
dick
film it.
pics, breaking up marriages. This thing, it's white as an apple, bitten.
Let's smash it in the garbage.
Garbage. It's complete garbage.
Garbage.
It is. It's a disaster. It's ruined everything because everybody thinks they have a voice here and they mean nothing. Nobody means anything. Nothing.
You know, it should
No
just be
voice.
for making calls, emergencies.
That's
and
what I
You know
do.
what's so
That's
funny?
it.
No,
Like,
no
Boy, I mean,
internet. That's
You
how it
guys
used
have-
to be.
Every time I
Yeah.
talk to Felix
I mean-
on the phone,
Yeah.
the phone was supposed to be to talk to people. It's the one thing I cannot hear a word that Felix says on the phone.
Nope.
There's this loud shh, and he's like, "I can't hear you." And then we call back. I'm like, "That's whatever happened to the real purpose of a phone is to talk to people, and you can't even use your phone for that."
A lot of people getting back to that though.
And
there is a
my
beauty-
boyfriend owns a bunch of phone booths that he
Oh.
keeps at his man cave. He collects them.
He collects
pretty
from
awesome.
all.
Old-fashioned phone booths.
That's cool.
Wow.
Yeah, but they don't work.
Well,
But
Boy, I got to say, you guys picked some really good topics today.
Well, we're just blowing through them, though.
I mean, they're
the
so
show's
happy.
more than halfway over, so.
oh.
Yeah, they're so happy and uplifting, you know?
Oh, I forgot to say the most important thing.
Every time he talks, his mouth doesn't move.
No, it doesn't. That's
Yeah,
why Bonnie
that's
can't
weird.
No,
hear
because
me.
it's like a delay, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, see?
Every time his mouth
Oh,
moves, yeah.
okay. Okay, that mystery is solved.
There he is.
I just wanted to give it, I wanted to say the last podcast I did here was with Jennifer Lantini. And
Love
since
her.
then, she has entered the hospital and she's waiting for a heart and kidney transplant. And she's healthy, but she has to be on site at the hospital and cannot leave.
Oh, wow.
So I'm visiting her lately tonight. But
Very
I want to
nice.
say love you, Jennifer, and
Love you,
we're
Jen.
all praying for you.
Yes, praying
Yes,
for
we
you
want to.
and tell her I'm
wish
going to
her-
come visit her.
Yes.
I'll call
Does
her.
everybody want to pray for Jennifer right now? Why don't we do that?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's do
Okay.
it. I like that.
Well, I know you're a Jew, though, but I'm going to say.
Well, she
So bow your heads, bow your heads.
Pray too.
That they do, but they got a lot of, you
Yeah,
know,
leave the Jew
it's
out
different.
of this one.
Did we just pray with
Well,
guilt?
you know what?
Guilt.
Bow your
Maybe-
heads for
maybe
for
Bonnie
Jennifer.
can
That's
face
her
the
name,
wall.
Jennifer.
Jennifer Glantini.
Yeah, Heavenly Father, we ask of you to have to bless her heart, her mind, and give her confidence so that she feels good, and bless the doctors in their hands. May their hands work perfectly. May they not be fatigued, and may everything align in terms of blood work and in terms of skill set, and may everything align so that Jennifer comes out of this healthy, happier than before, and everybody comes together to support her in every single way. Bless her and her family in this tough time. In Jesus'
you,
name,
George.
amen.
Amen.
Thank you. That was
Amen.
beautiful.
That was
Now we
beautiful,
know
George.
you could become a-
Well,
you could become
you know
a
what it is?
minister.
Everybody says praying for you and nobody's praying. And I just, one of the things I can't stand in the world is all these cliche things that are said. And, God is always on the back burner. And everyone's like, I'm praying for you. I haven't heard one person pray out loud because everyone's afraid to say, without being boastful. I mean, there's braggart stuff, but then there's also, put it in a very humble way. If you believe and share that. And when you share that, people pray, when they pray, they pray when 9/11 happens. Oh my God, it's good. No. They pray when COVID. No, you have to pray all the time to stay connected. That's why this country is so far from being blessed, because you have to take the focus off yourself and put it on something else and ask for that divine power and intervention, which people go, oh, I don't believe in that. I don't believe, because I'm my God, or my wallet's my God, or this is my God, or my phone is my God. And that's why this is such a self-shit time, because
Yeah.
everybody looks around for something else. And you know what? When you realize that you're not it, like New York City thinks it's it in this country, it's not. It's not
not
about that. It's not about you. The minute you take the focus off of you and you put it on other people, and you connect with God, and you ask for, I know you don't believe in your religion, but you ask for the Holy Spirit to work through you. And then it ain't about you. There's another connection. There's a connection to somewhere else that channels through you, and it's no longer you. Because you don't drive this car. You don't. You're a passenger.
Absolutely.
I just want to say one thing.
I
I pray at night before I go to bed. I like they do in the movies.
Sure.
And I feel like when I was growing up, I knew people that were not good people that went to both temple and church. And they thought that if they spend and log time in that place and everybody sees them there, they can go out, cheat on their wives,
100%.
and do this. And I feel that God watches you and sees what you do and how you act, and God knows, because somebody's wrong about the religion. Everybody has their belief of which God, which church, which
and whatever it is.
So somebody's wrong.
And well, it's not that
Maybe we're all-
it's all the same God.
God
It's all
knows.
the same
Yes.
God. It's all the same God.
It's
But the
people
thing
that
is,
divide it.
it's the hateful, it's the lack of consideration. I consider your God, I consider your religion, and I respect it. I consider yours, his, whatever he believes in. I consider that.
Except
What about
Tony,
mine?
just kidding.
And I respect that, whatever it may be. And I know a person you're talking about that goes to church, swims every day at the church, goes to church, and then comes out of church and never learned, and is the biggest holy crazy person you could ever think of.
And a
Talks this,
hypocrite.
and next thing you know it, that person's talking to me like I'm a piece of garbage. And I'm like, no, I don't treat you badly. What do you got to talk to me like that for? Like, these are people that just don't think. And I come across a lot of them. They don't think. I could easily just cut you up with what I say. And I don't. But these people, they feel free to say these things. I keep my mouth shut. And believe me, I like to cut you up. It's a nice little sport for me. But I don't do it. I spare you. Because the God I just prayed to doesn't like that shit. And that's the way it goes. Mm-hmm. Except, I mean, of course, I'm always on the road saying stuff to people who drive on Long Island. Because driving on Long Island
Well, that's the exception.
sucks. So
Well,
Well, we're all sinners. We all
we are all sinners.
doesn't mean that you don't love God any less and he doesn't love you.
No,
I
no,
missed
no.
I missed Bible study tonight to come here and do this.
Oh, you go to Bible study?
I do.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's real, and it's pretty cool. It's interesting. I always wanted to learn how to, read the Bible, and yeah.
So
Well,
naturally, it's Old and New Testament.
yeah, we're doing Philippians
Okay.
now. In the New Testament.
So the Jews
So-
only follow the Old Testament, which
That's
is
right.
Yeah, I have to say, I wasn't ever really into the temple because my brother was autistic, and every time we went to the temple, he screamed. And
Oh yeah, that can be
and,
shocking.
The temple people were very kind about it. They didn't care, but I think my mom was very embarrassed. Autism was 1 in 10,000 births back then.
Right,
So the
right.
fact that he's screaming. So her parents used to go, and their parents, but it's kind of stopped with so I never really went to temple. I was really interesting with my daughter, who I never pushed religion on. She, on her own, wanted to, I think that's the best thing, when you don't force it on someone. And she ended up going to Birthright. She went to Israel, and when she was in college, she was part of the rabbi, had them over for Shabbat dinners. Much more religious than I was ever in my entire life. And now
Wow.
she's dating a guy who's Catholic, and it is what it is.
Well,
And
they
I'm
always
fine with that,
they
because-
always say the more refined Christian is one who is a Christian Jew. So because you have to honor that entire lineage, and Jesus was a Jew, and there's more to the story than that. I mean, the Catholic religion is its own thing, but and believe I'm not like a religious holy roll. I'm not like that. It's just this is just part of how I think in my philosophy and outlook on life. I mean, it's just something. It's not. Look, I'm not perfect.
Nobody is.
We all get mad at each other. We all curse at cars. We all do that. It's just I know there is a different. There's a superior,
There is.
and
And
I
it's-
ask for forgiveness for the bad things I do.
And
or
you don't have to go to
done.
confession either.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you don't have to.
You don't.
I have a story that, I was raised Catholic, and I was at the Catholic Church. They were having, it was called a Night of Reconciliation. This is a true story. So I went in, they were having all the priests, they were all there, and they were giving confession. So I went to one priest, and I told him, my stuff, and I didn't like his penance he gave me or his answers or anything. So I went to the next priest for confession for a second opinion. I did. And I didn't like what he said, so I went to the third priest.
What do you mean you didn't like what he said? You mean in terms of your penance or what you should do?
Yeah, that, and I didn't like that. I don't want to
You can't
say it because
finish
then
the
I got to
story.
say my sin.
Say your sin.
Come on.
I don't
We're all
want
family
to.
here.
Well, so what did they tell you to do? Or you didn't like it? You can't even.
I don't like. Oh, okay. It was about forgiveness. Okay, and the first priest, Father Louis, he's from Germany. Okay, he's dead now, but I called him he had a thick German accent. I called him the Burgermeister Meisterburger, and I was like, Father Burgermeister, you know, I hate this person. I can't forgive. I don't want to forgive. What can I do? What can you tell me? He's like, you must forgive, and that's it. And God will not forgive you if you don't forgive. And he's banging on the table, and I was like, So I went to somebody else.
Right. And they
And they
told
had
you to
the
forgive
same thing?
also.
Yeah, but I think the third priest said, you don't have to.
You know, it all depends on the proximity of the person that you have to forgive. I mean, first off, you're in a comedy business, you're in any business, and you have to constantly reinvent forgiving. And forgiveness is important. Forget? No. I mean, look, there's people, relatives, who I have to forgive. I don't got to hang out with them.
Right.
And I just, I give so many chances, but then I get further from them. And then it's arm's length distance. Yes, I forgive you, but I don't got to hang out with you.
Amen.
Yeah, no, and that's exactly it. I forgive so many people. There's no reason to carry it on. You could have a quick laugh. They're not in your life if you see them. Some people, it could be a lifetime of forgiveness. But if they don't recognize what they've got to do to you and consider you, you might say there are parameters you have that I can't say around you, and you might have things. So I don't say those things, and and around you it's different, and around that person over there it's different. But then this person always crosses the line, and then it's just like, I don't need that shit anymore. So
Right.
then you change it. That's it. I forgive you. I'm not talking to you anymore, though. I'm not interested. But my child, I know it's okay. I don't got to talk to him. Doesn't say that anywhere. I don't got to talk to him.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that, life is short, and if you're around people that don't make you happy, why be around them?
Or people that cause you pain and emotional distress. And
Or just break you down.
Yeah.
People who just want. There's so many people that just want to break you down, knock you down. And look, if you could take that as oh, maybe they're trying to tell me not to do this. Say if you want to be a comedian, they say you suck, you don't want to do it, and then and maybe you really do suck and you don't want to do it. Well, you got to find your way and see if you got to find that for yourself, because comedy's brutal out there. They'll kick your ass.
It is.
They'll make you go and scream. They'll throw shit at you. But you still want to do comedy, that's on you. I mean, someone who says that to you, and in your personal life, whoever it may be, especially if it's a parent that's non-nurturing, that's terrible too. Or someone
May
close
I
to you.
interject here for a moment? if
Yes,
that's
Felix,
okay.
go
course.
ahead.
Yeah.
All right. If you're like me, who had many near-death experiences, okay, and Bonnie, you know what I'm talking
Yes.
about.
That's
yes.
interesting.
Okay. This is what you learn to do. I meditate every morning and I pray. Okay, and you could say you talk to God or whatever, but the bottom line is you have to talk to God. And if you're like me that had so many near-death experiences, you have to say that there definitely is a God, because I should have been dead about 3 times. So there is a purpose as to why you are here. And he is the one that is giving you the purpose and giving you the life. And that's what you have to pray for. And you have to realize that people, no matter how annoying they are, whatever, you let it go and you let God take care of it.
Yeah,
Always does.
Felix,
That's
you
the
have the
way-
most
that's the way you have to
patience.
do.
You have the most
Very good,
patience.
Felix.
And I've seen you interact with somebody on Facebook that
I've seen.
I am like, oh my God, you have the patience of a saint, and I could never do it. I actually just scroll by. That's what I do. But
Right. But-
I sometimes I always stop to read what you say, because it's hilarious.
Yes, and you
but-
just have to let things go. You can't have the control, because ultimately God has the control over it. If
True.
for people who believe in God.
We only have control over ourselves. That's it.
I've been You're right. I mean, I've had a priest give me last rites, and I swear that was it. And then I'd wake up, and here I am. So that's just what you have to do. You just have to give yourself up.
So Felix, this alludes to me asking you, like, what happened that you had so many near-death experiences?
Well, around COVID, I got a really bad pneumonia. I was like, I don't know, almost like 600 pounds. And I was in a coma for 4 months.
Wow.
Okay. And everybody really thought I was going to be dead. And I came out of it, and I was bedridden for 2 years. Okay. Right, Bonnie, about
Yeah.
that? You saw me when I was in the rehab.
Yes.
How bad I was.
Yep.
And now I'm out of the bed. I still have a bad hip, but I pretty much am almost back to normal again, with the exception of my hip. So it's all part of his plan. And I guess my purpose is to be here tonight to tell you about the birthdays.
Has your faith changed in all
Has
this?
my faith changed?
Or has it always been there?
I've been a Catholic all my life. I went to Catholic grammar school. I went to Catholic.
too.
In fact, I went to a Catholic military high school. Okay. I married an Irish Catholic virgin, so I was pretty much a Catholic. And then, my life changed a little bit. I got divorced, and I always had that faith, I never gave it up. But from from that time when I was in the coma and coming out of it, I learned that I had to let things go. Just let it go. Meditate every morning. Pray to God.
That's one thing I can't do.
I
Give-
can't either.
I can't
Try to-
meditate. I can't sit still.
You have to just do it, and you just give thanks to
Well,
God.
I do
for
that.
life.
Well, that's the big one right there, Felix. Thanks and praise.
Yes.
Thanks and praise and
I
recognizing
do
all the
that.
good things.
Right. Thanks and praise.
Gratitude.
And then you keep people in your thoughts. Like, every morning I pray for Jennifer. I pray for relatives of mine. I pray for my son most of all, and his girlfriend. Sometimes I pray for Bonnnie,
Only sometimes.
Well, you know,
sometimes I pray for Concetta to bring me a cake, all
You're never here. Have me on next month. Oh yeah, you told
that's
me.
really-
600 pounds, no more cakes, bro.
I know you think, the world is in the doom, but you know what? You got to let that go too, and let God just handle it.
Yes.
Well,
You're right.
The one thing,
That's it.
the one thing I learned from Jennifer is, because I've known her for about eight years, is she had transplant as a kid, and so she lives every day like it's her last day, and she doesn't want to. I mean, she's a human being, so she does get angry, but she tries to live every day like it's her birthday, every day like it's a fun thing. And when she was healthy, she would travel everywhere she could, all the way up until she had to go into the hospital. And all of us just take every day for granted. And we, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with hanging out watching TV, but you have to be happy and try to surround yourself with people that lift you up and don't pull you down. And I think that's a good lesson that I learned from Jennifer and from you, Felix. So
Yeah, I mean, Jennifer's got it down pat,
yeah.
Again, she's been through probably worse than what I have been through, I guess. And, there's always something that happens to me. I get prostate cancer. I get friggin' skin cancer. I get a fast heartbeat, and so many times doctors have told me, like, there's a good chance you're not going to survive, So I've gotten to the point where, every day I give thanks to God if he keeps me going. I just pray that he keeps me going for at least another 20 years so I could be with my son. And that's going to be my purpose, is to be with my son, Ryan.
Be a grandfather, maybe.
I don't know.
I
He's running a little
gave
slow.
I gave his son and his girlfriend as many comic books as they could carry from
Right.
when I was emptying my dad's house. They kept coming back for my brother collects comics, and everything in the house was just going to go into the garbage. So, they're a lovely couple. They're so sweet.
Right.
They're so
So
sweet.
I got nice people around me. These are nice people.
Like I paint.
That's why they're here. I picked
These are
them.
nice people.
Yeah. I mean, I paint, and I know they're a little on the childish side, so to speak, or like a pop art. But you know what? It keeps me going. My whole room is filled with all paintings I've done. And, I gave a painting to Concetta, and I give paintings
I'll
to
cherish
people
it forever.
all over the country that want my paintings, and I feel that I don't even charge them. I send them to them, and to me, it's like I'm giving them love. You want my painting? I'm giving you some love, and that's what you have to think about, that at least I'm doing some kind of good. You know what I mean? in
What
the
size
world.
is that painting? Is that 36 by 24?
It's not that big. It's like what is it? It's a 5.5 by 8 by 5. So I have to get a frame for it. I'll buy the mat, and then I get the frame, and I send it out. I also have 9 by 12 paintings that I've been doing and stuff, or 5 by 7s, something like that.
It's
And I
very
framed-
nice. The colors. The colors are very uplifting. That's what's nice. Is something when something's painted like that? Is it oil based or acrylic?
No, I do all watercolors. I don't
Watercolors.
do-
Oh, that's even nicer. It blends.
Yeah.
It's got a nice. People. It doesn't. It doesn't matter what you make. It's colorful. It's uplifting. It's beautiful. It's got a human touch on it.
Yeah, and you
Right.
do it from the heart.
Exactly. So
Because you're gonna be dead next week.
yeah.
Oh, whoa.
This is the real George Gallo.
don't joke around. Impossible.
Guess who's back?
With me.
Get out the cake pop.
Anything is possible with me. Trust me.
Well, anything is possible with any of us.
Yeah, I mean, we could go out and get hit
That's
by a
true.
bus. So tell everyone to
Could be.
fuck off now.
I couldn't let it get too serious. It was getting too mushy, and just had to
Whatever.
bring a little crazy shit into it.
Anyway, I got one for you guys. Like when you blow out the candles on a cake.
Yes.
You know where that
Yes.
originated from?
Where?
From the ancient Greek times, when they used to make a moon cake to the god. I forget the name of the god's name, and they would put candles in it. And then when you blow out the candles, it was like smoke. The smoke would symbolize a prayer to the gods. So that's
Oh.
where you get the wish from and everything
That's
else.
beautiful.
Well, it's interesting that you bring that up because during COVID, it really brought out the fact that it's kind of gross that everyone who has a birthday is blowing their germs to blow out the candles on the cake, and they're like literally like putting their spit and they're blowing on there,
Yeah.
and it's a weird tradition, and I always wondered where it came
Yeah, it's
from.
Well, a lot of
community
people go
spitfest.
like this now.
Maybe like
Yeah.
antibodies.
Yeah.
Free
Yeah,
antibodies.
that's true.
Yeah.
Where's Elman? I haven't heard from
Yeah,
Elman.
Elman's on the side.
Elman's on the relaxing on the couch.
I've just
over
chilling
listen,
there.
on
I've
the
been thinking about El Salvador because you guys talking about God and Jesus, and you know El Salvador, the president there, he attributes the improvement of the country to the 3-point plan. The 3-point plan. Number one, it's God. It's praying to God. So he actually had his team get together and they prayed to God, and that's before they got out. I don't know, 60,000. They jailed 60,000 criminals there.
Yeah.
So maybe in this country we need to have more God, less birthdays, more garbage men, more taking out the trash, and things will just come back together. That's what I've
I
been
think
thinking
taking
about.
out the garbage is a very figurative thing, and I think maybe I think that's symbolic of some actual garbage in all of our lives.
Oh, I love
And
that.
there should be a removal of garbage twice a week
At least.
to
Absolutely.
in your life, and I think everybody should probably do that. If that
Exactly.
what
What
I
do you
mean?
do
if we
with
were
the
to transpose that
recyclables?
into something for real.
Well, that's when you give your stuff to someone else. Like Bonnie's boyfriend is someone else's trash,
That's
but now
what
it's
you
her
do
gem.
with your
You see what I'm
recyclables.
saying? It all comes, I'm sure someone would say the same about me. It's all right. It's okay.
Hey, people, a lot of people are going to talk trash because that's their way of just having revenge on you because they can't have you, and
Because they can't fight.
they can't fight. That's why the internet's another thing. I see athletes put up great information, cooks, there's always some jerk offs that start saying, "Yeah, but you can't do that." Everybody's
like,
always looking
Fuck
for a
that
fight.
guy.
I would like it's like people in cars. The arguments in cars and fighting in the cars is another variation of keyboard tough guys and
Keyboard
stuff.
warriors,
Because everyone's tough in the cars, everyone's tough on the internet, and I would say I would like to meet you at a specific address and have a real fight with you. Let's do it. Let's have
More
an arm
action.
wrestle. Let's just have an arm wrestle.
It's just
Can
more
I
action.
can
less
I do a
talking.
plug?
Thumb
before we,
wrestle.
go?
You want to do a plug, Felix? Go ahead.
Can I before we go?
We're running out of time.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah.
We have 3 minutes
I'm in
left.
this, if you go on my Facebook, I'm on this favorite chef contest, and the more people that vote for me, I can win a prize and everything else, and have one of my recipes in a magazine, things like that. So please go to Felix Restucia on Facebook, and I'll post it tomorrow.
I can't even spell that.
I know that's a tough
Right.
one.
Well, Bonnnie will give it to you.
I'll connect through Bonnnie and we'll vote for that.
Isn't it under
So-
Chef Felix?
What's that?
Is it under Felix or Chef Felix?
No, it's under Felix Restucia, my full name.
Okay.
That's Ristuccia. Okay. Just go on there, favorite chef. Okay. Vote for me. Right now, I'm doing pretty good. So if I could get some more,
What do you cook? I don't even know what you cook. I'm going to vote for
I
you.
do anything.
He's a
I'm
chef.
French trained. I'm a French trained chef. So I could do
I
anything.
just send the sample.
We only have 1 minute left, but I just want to say that I also entered a contest for the favorite couple. And the
Oh.
first thing is, I sent in, they asked for a picture of me and Michael, I sent it in. Then
Love
they
it.
said, send more photos. So by mistake, I sent a political photo.
Oh.
And it had a little girl, and the little girl was with Trump. And the little girl goes, I like to paint my flowers green. And Trump goes, I'm going to blow the shit out of Iran on Tuesday.
You're
so I
not
don't think
getting
I'm going
that.
to win that contest. But anyway, let's plug each other.
Automatic win there.
You can find out information on Facebook, Bonnie Scalisi, Scalisi. I do Instagram, but I don't know what I'm doing. George, your turn.
I don't want to be plugged. Go ahead, Concetta.
I have a show here in the Giggle Room on Friday, June 12th. It's going to be a really good show. A lot of great comedians. Okay, so I hope everybody comes down. And then I'm at the Brokerage in Belmore, June 25th, for the first round of the Long Island Laugh Off. I'm competing.
And Elman, where can people find you?
Man Success Network on Instagram. Man Success Network. You can apply. Not everybody gets in. We're all about really more action, less talking.
Well, thank you all. Felix, I hope for next time you're here in person. And
I
thank
will
you
be.
all for coming down.
All right.
And-
Have a happy birthday,
and-
Felix.
And yes,
Happy New Year.
I'll give
Thank
you your
you.
present the
Salute.
next time in person.
Happy
Happy
birthday,
Garbage
Felix.
Day.
Thank you.
Okay, bye everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Take care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Salute.
Bye.
Hey.
Bye.